family portraits through the years. Queen Victoria, who reigned from 1837 to 1901, was Queen Elizabeth II's great-great-grandmother. She was the first British sovereign to embrace photography as a means of making the royal brand accessible to the public, since the medium was introduced shortly after she ascended the throne. She and her husband, Prince Albert, pictured, became champions of the new art form. King Edward VII, who ruled from 1901 to 1910, and Queen Alexandra are Queen Elizabeth II's great-grandparents. Here, the couple poses at the state opening of Parliament in London in regalia. Like her in-laws, Queen Alexandra was also an avid fan of photography. King George V, Elizabeth II's grandfather, ruled Britain from 1910, following the death of his father, Edward VII, until his passing in 1936. Here he's pictured with his wife, Queen Mary, formerly Princess Mary of Teck, at the robing room of the House of Lords. King George V and Queen Mary's son George, Duke of York, the future King George VI, and his wife Elizabeth, Duchess of York, welcomed their first child and future queen, Princess Elizabeth, on April 21, 1926. In this photo, the royal couple looks dotingly at their daughter at her christening, a month after she was born. The immediate royal family poses for an official portrait celebrating the coronation of King George VI, Elizabeth II's father. The picture was taken by Hay Wrightson at Buckingham Palace. Princess Margaret, Queen Elizabeth the Queen Mother, Princess Elizabeth and King George VI pose for a family portrait at Buckingham Palace. The royal daughters match in grey blazers, pleated skirts and peach button-down shirts. A young Queen Elizabeth II and Princess Margaret pose with Queen Elizabeth the Queen Mother in 1944. The mother-daughter trio sport floral 40s-style dresses and matching pearls for the portrait. The royals pose for a family portrait outdoors in 1945. A young Queen Elizabeth II, Philip Mountbatten, Queen Elizabeth the Queen Mother, King George VI, and Princess Margaret pose in July 1947 in the royal apartments to celebrate Elizabeth and Philip's engagement. Elizabeth and Philip share a sweet moment on their wedding day. The couple tied the knot at Westminster Abbey on November 20, 1947. The future Queen's wedding gown included 10,000 seed pearls and a 15-foot train. Elizabeth poses with her grandmother, Queen Mary, and her father, King George VI, and her first child, Prince Charles, on his christening day in 1948. Queen Elizabeth II ascended the throne the year after her father, King George VI, passed away. Here she's pictured on her coronation day with Prince Philip, Princess Margaret, and Elizabeth the Queen Mother in 1953, dressed in full regalia at Buckingham Palace after the ceremony. Prince Philip and Queen Elizabeth have a picnic with their children, Prince Charles, Princess Anne, and Prince Andrew, at Balmoral Castle, the royal family's Scottish holiday home. The estate is believed to be Her Majesty's favourite residence. It's where she and the family take their annual summer holidays. Prince Charles, Prince Philip, Princess Anne, and Queen Elizabeth II pose for a family portrait at Sandringham House, Her Majesty's country home near Norfolk, England. The photo was taken ahead of their royal tour to Australia and New Zealand. The royals take great candids too, like this photo taken the day after Christmas in 1971 at Windsor Castle. Princess Anne, Prince Charles, Prince Edward, Prince Andrew, the Queen, and Prince Philip enjoy a summer vacation at Balmoral Castle in August 1972. This image is from a series of photographs taken to celebrate the Queen and Prince Philip's 25th wedding anniversary. The Queen gives an adoring smile as she poses with Princess Anne and her first grandchild, Peter Phillips, on the day of his christening at Balmoral. Charles and Diana wed on July 29, 1981, at St. Paul's Cathedral in London. After the ceremony, the newlyweds posed for photos with their family members. The royal couple welcomed Prince William in 1982 and Prince Harry in 1984. Here, Charles, the Prince of Wales, has a silly moment with his two sons at home in Kensington Palace. The royal family poses for 14-year-old Prince William's confirmation. Queen Elizabeth II sits in front of her son, Prince Charles, second in line for the throne, and Prince William, third in line for the throne, at the 50th anniversary of her coronation. 9 years after divorcing Diana, Prince Charles was remarried to Camilla Parker Bowles. The couple wed in a civil ceremony on April 8, 2005. The Queen didn't attend the nuptials, but was present at the reception afterwards. Prince William and Kate Middleton, now the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge, tied the knot at Westminster Abbey. Their official family portrait was taken in the throne room at Buckingham Palace in 2011. The Duke and Duchess of Cambridge welcomed their first child, Prince George, on July 22, 2013. The new parents pose with their firstborn at the Middletons' family home in Bucklebury, Berkshire. Prince George smiles while holding his newborn sister, Princess Charlotte, who was born on May 2, 2015. Prince George is ready for his first day of nursery school in this portrait, taken by proud mom Kate Middleton in 2016. Princess Charlotte smirks in the official portrait for her second birthday in May 2017. This photo, like many others of her and her brother, was shot by the Duchess of Cambridge at their home in Norfolk, England. Queen Elizabeth II and Prince Philip pose for portraits celebrating their 70th wedding anniversary. Kate Middleton snapped an adorable portrait of a newborn Prince Louis, which she released on the royal couple's Instagram account to thank the public for their well wishes following his birth in 2018. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex pose for their official wedding portraits, shot by Alexei Lubomirsky in the Green Drawing Room at Windsor Castle. The series of 3 shots were released by Kensington Palace on May 21st, 2 days after the couple's ceremony. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex pose for their official wedding portraits, shot by Alexei Lubomirsky in the Green Drawing Room at Windsor Castle. The series of 3 shots were released by Kensington Palace on May 21st, 2 days after the couple's ceremony. In celebration of the new year and the start of a new decade, the palace released a portrait of the royal family's line of succession in 2020, featuring the Queen, Prince Charles, Prince William, and Prince George. Queen Elizabeth II, the UK's longest-serving monarch, has died at Balmoral, aged 96, after reigning for 70 years. Charles became king upon his mother's death on the 8th of September 2022. At the age of 73, he became the oldest person to accede to the British throne, after having been the longest-serving heir apparent and Prince of Wales in British history. His coronation took place at Westminster Abbey on the 6th of May 2023.